I'm gonna do a low ponytail with that glamorous Hollywood finger wave. You can go 1920s and get clamps, kind of like, you know, those things that you use to hold your hair up. There's some really thin, long ones that you can create a really like tiny lift and do a few of them, like more of the 1920s style. I'm going more for like the 40s, 50s, the longer waves, okay? So a couple of things I'm gonna have with me. I'm gonna try this for the first time. I've been hearing a lot about this, so I'm gonna try this. Obviously, I have my water spray just to wet my hair a little bit more. A thick, not thick tooth comb, but something like this. You know how there's the thinner side and the thicker side, like more spread out. You're gonna use that side. I will have a comb like this for dividing. I have a couple of these, 12, just about 12. And I'll have some little ones on standby just in case I need it. And yeah, and then I have my lone pony. I love the hair shop in LA. I think they have really, really great hair. We're gonna worry about this later. So the first thing I wanna do is I'm gonna work with the front of my hair to give me that Hollywood finger wave. The back is gonna be in a ponytail already. So about 2 to 3 inches, depending on your hair style and your hair thickness, but I wanna work with a lot of hair. So I'm gonna get right about here. You see where my ear is? So right about here, I'm gonna take all of that hair in front. The rest, I'm gonna leave it behind and create already a smooth ponytail. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, find my division, my dividing, where I want to divide the hair. I always feel like with this tool, when I part, obviously I go for a straight line and I feel it right where, you know, this is obviously the top of my earlobe, right where you tuck your hair behind you. I feel the tool going right about there. And that's how I know, okay, I'm gonna have enough hair to work with. So first, I don't need to do, some people like to already go for a perfect ponytail. I'm not really going for perfection right now, but I am going for smoothness out there, back there. So let me put a hair clip first. I'm gonna use these. I saw these for the first time. I'm gonna try it. It seems like they really, really hold the hair in that pony. You know, sometimes like you can get slippery ones and it doesn't work that well for you. So I'm gonna pin this hair for now. And I'm gonna go for a smooth ponytail, but later on I can fix it if I absolutely need it. But go in steps, take your time. Obviously first I use a brush just to manipulate my wet hair. And then later on for smoothness, I'm gonna go in with a comb. Mind you too, I prepped my face before my makeup. I prepped my face with, first I did this like brightening serum that I got from Andalou. I use the serum first, then I go for an SPF that already has a tint. And then, before the moisturizer, before the SPF, I actually put a little bit of a tanning oil, my favorite, called Saint Tropez. My favorite Saint Tropez for both body and face. That's the one that I feel like has the prettiest color, as well as it lasts really well. As long as you're moisturizing, it lasts you a while. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a low pony. This will allow you to use hats if you want to. And the low pony also kind of like, with dancing, it kind of like tames it down, right? If you have a mid to high ponytail, of course, the higher it is from your neck, the farther away it is from your neck, the more movement this pony is gonna have. Where if it's down here, it's gonna stay pretty calm. You can use a back mirror to like smooth and like even out these sections a little bit more, but I feel like I'm gonna do that most in the back. But I really like this little hair holder so far. It feels like it's in there. So, all right, I'm gonna spray the hair a little bit more just to make sure it's really, really wet. This styling cream, this styling glue, works the best. Ideally, you don't want layers like this, so we'll see how I can manipulate into the finger waves I want. The longer your hair is in the front, the better the finger waves look. So my haircut is not ideal for this hairstyle, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, so I'm gonna get the cream that I showed you, and you can generously put it in your hair. And this should give me the hold that I need as I'm styling it. I'm gonna take my time working the product through the hair with my hands. Okay, so the first thing, I want to give it a little lift right here. You could do that with curlers too, but because I'm wetting my hair, I want to try doing this style with the hair wet and with the product. I'm really used to curlers, so I just want to see how this one works. But I'm bringing it up, and then naturally, I'm going to follow how my hair naturally wants to fall. Right about there, I'm going to put the first pin, you see. Yeah, so I'm going to have a little lift. You can go, I'm going to go in there with this, gently pull the hair up, just to, again, train the hair when it dries to give me a lift in the front. And now I'm gonna put the other one before it, so on the inside. So the one I put was on the outside, and the second one I put, it was more towards the top of the head. All right, this is the part that can be a little tricky because my hair is so layered, but I'm gonna favor the longer. So I'm gonna kind of brush it forward and start twisting it a little bit to not hide, but tuck the shorter layers. Okay, so right now, I'm gonna go from the back. Oops. Get my pin in there. And get an anchoring pin in the front. Take your time, don't rush. Guess women back in the day really didn't rush. I'm having to like try to tuck my short layers. All right, here we go. I used a brush. Now I'm gonna pull this backwards. As you see, I'm doing it. I'm gonna go in there with the pin, and you can see my short layer trying to fight me. There you go. I'm gonna do always on the top, the one that's going from back to front. I'm always gonna do it at the top of the other clip. I'm gonna put a little water right there. And I need that second clip to really hold my hair. There. Okay, cool. So it's getting there, right? All right, so this little tail, some people have a lot of hair and they can do a lot more with this. I don't. So I'm just gonna take it behind and over my ear. And go in there with your tools, whatever it takes to get that hair nice and straight and flat. If you need to add water, add water. But don't underestimate this part right here. Really pull it up. You know, gently comb it, because now you're combing over the base of the ponytail that you have. And it's helpful. Right now I don't have a side mirror, but if you have a side mirror, that's so much better. You know, to see, like, as you're looking at this mirror, you can see this mirror as well. You can see what's happening back there. But then I'm just gonna feel it out. I feel that this is up. I'm gonna bring with my fingers this down. All right, so I'm trying to go up and down. And then with the little tail, the little rat tail, just gonna do a little, without mixing with my pony, I'm gonna do a little curl. And honestly, you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna tug into my pony. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so same thing with the other side. It's a shorter side. So, and I think you can kind of like, before you put the product on, I would kind of like see where I would want. So I probably am gonna put, like, you can just plan it before you put the product, right? So like maybe the first one, I'm gonna do it here, and then right, and then I'm probably gonna, that curve is the exciting one. Is the one that I'm probably gonna do comb, and then do this. That's probably what I'm gonna do there. Okay, all right, let's put the product. On the shorter side, I'm gonna go with the first clip much closer to the division of the hair, to the splitting that I did. Okay, let's see. This one there. Now here. I need to take all the hair. Okay, now here. Always anchoring with the both clips. Right now, this one I'm gonna go on top because it makes sense of how my hair is moving right now. So you see how I held on to the hair, and that was nice. I'm gonna put the little one here. So see something. See what I did? Like as I held on to the hair with the comb, and then I brushed it back. And now it's that rat tail again. So I was gonna go up with it. I was gonna go up, but then it takes away from this curve that I did here. So I want this to go up and then the hair to go down. Okay, I'm gonna fix the back, but first I need to make sure that this is going sort of over the ear, not hiding my ear. So I'm going to replace the pin. Right, so just to make sure it goes above the ear. So this is the up, and now I'm gonna go down. Basically, I'm doing this. I couldn't anchor one of the pins because how the hair is pulling, but I feel like this will do. And then the rest of the hair I'm gonna tuck on top. You see how it's missing a clip, but this one I think will do. And then the rest of the hair I'm gonna pull into the top of the ponytail.